You too. We on right now. How's it going?
Hello. Hi, everyone.
So if you've been up here before, you already know. Welcome to Free Planet Kai 999. My name is Deshawn, aka Chief Mercury, Son Hootie. This is my lovely wife.
I'm Adriana, aka Judge Mayat.
Judge Mayat.
Yep, got a
So
name.
yeah. So if you've seen the first video, we were working on the name for the AKA for my wife here, because all this information is fairly new to us. Kind of, sort of new. But we're actually doing the work now. We're walking in it. So that's where the names come from. But today, we're going to talk about the last time, I think it's the Matriarch. We're going to talk about the Matriarch. It's not going to be a long, this is not going to be a long video. We're talking about the importance of the Matriarch. First and foremost, I like to say free the planet, feathers up. Got the feathers, we got our feathers in here. We got our feathers in here. Yeah, man. And just know, man, everything that you about to hear about, man, we come in the name of peace, man. We come in the name of peace and enlightenment. That's what we're here to do. So, this matriarch discussion. So, pretty much, we've been living in a patriarchal society, meaning a male ruled society, right? A male dominated society. James Brown, this is a man's world, stuff like that. Well, the problem with that is there's something called duality that exists in this universe. So, why is it in our religious structures, in our political structures, it seems like, in our workforce, just in the personality of society, period, why is it that the man is the most dominant? The man has been viewed as the most dominant. What's that about? We got to ask ourselves that. We understand that we live in a world, in the cosmos of duality. The feminine principle is just as important. In some cases, you ask some people, maybe even a little step above. I'm not no feminist. I'm a realist. I'm masculine all day. I stand proud on that, 10 toes down on that masculinity. But I also represent and acknowledge my feminine counterpart, which is also inside of me. XY chromosome. Our feminine counterpart. So I decided, to incorporate my wife in this video, man. I want to ask her a question. So, let my people know, man, what does it feel like as a female? Like, what does it feel like to be a woman in the world?
Beautiful. It's a beautiful feeling. But it's a lot of work. It's hard work to be a woman.
Hard work.
Hard work. Very much so.
Do you feel like y'all get the proper recognition?
Well, as a black woman, no, we don't.
Why is that?
mainly because of just being black and then being a woman on top of that.
What is it that y'all go through in particular? Like, is there something specific that you see? That's
Matters of the heart mostly. Like a lot of pain is in the black woman. And I'm gonna stop saying black, in the indigenous woman. A lot of pain, um, a lot of we get left behind a lot, black women. Um, and that's painful because we have a lot to give, a lot of love, a lot of wisdom, a lot of strength to give, and we naturally want to give it, but the world, it won't let us. The world fights us. The black woman is one of the most powerful beings on this planet, and as of right now, we're at the bottom as of now, but it's changing.
it is changing.
That's part of awakening, waking up.
Yeah, I definitely see the changing. Just to let y'all know, man, we don't identify as black. We
Yeah.
know we still we just waking up just like everybody else. Real talk. So it's kind of getting our vocabulary correct.
Yeah.
We getting out the habit of saying black and identifying as black, knowing who we really are. We're the organic people of this land,
We are the originals.
all the land.
And especially more in particular, the black woman, the indigenous woman, the organic, which is you, which is me, which is us.
The what they call the Indians of America. You know, this is where we coming from with this information. And like the matriarch, even when it comes to religion, to the gods, to the gods, like why is the ruler just this masculine being? When we have obviously we have duality. And as far as I can see with my two eyes, I can't give birth. She pregnant right now. It's life inside of her.
Oh, excuse me.
My eyes are telling me, well, this is God too. Right? She gives life.
You give life.
All you women out there, you give life. The matriarch is just as important as the masculine.
Even for the women that are infertile, you still give life. You still give life with your words, and your body, just your DNA gives life. Being a woman is powerful.
That mitochondrial DNA, that's something only y'all got. Y'all pass it down through y'all children. Man, we can't pass that. It's telling us something. It's telling us something. This is what the scientists talk about. Our so-called scientists. So, why are we relying on religious texts and all these, and a school system that has nothing to do with the copper colored people? Why are we relying on this information to tell us who we are? Religious texts that don't even come from this land. Came from way on the other side of the planet somewhere. Had nothing to do with the original people that were already here. And we ain't talking about brought over from slavery. We're talking about already organically homegrown here. Let that sink in for a second, man. Free the planet.
While we let that sink in, I want to talk to y'all a little bit about what we did today. So I got up this morning, right? Super hyped, super excited, ready to like take on the world like most black women. Okay. Most organic women. And I was thinking like we talk so much about this, especially him. He's been watching this for so long, studying, researching, just getting a lot of information, right? What are we doing with this information that we have? It's one thing to know the path, and it's another thing to what? Walk it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm done with talking about it. I'm done with. I'll never be done with learning about it. But as far as him and I, we build all day long, constantly. That's what we do. That's pretty much our job. Okay. This is our mission. Our jobs are to build with each other, continue to bring this union that we have with each other closer and stronger. You understand? So this is what I decided I wanted to do. And of course, my husband was on board 100%. So we made flyers. We made them. All right. Like this was, it cost how much? Nothing. Right?
Mind the ratchetness.
So look.
But, hey, you got to start from somewhere.
We got flyers that say Aboriginal Indigenous, and then we put Indian underneath, only because, explain why you wanted to put Indian underneath, because I didn't. I was like, as far as I'm concerned, we're just Aboriginal Indigenous, but I understand where he was coming from with that, so we put Indian.
Legal term, legal definition, man. You know, they want to throw politics inside everything, so just so y'all can have a better understanding of where we're coming from, the Indians. That's what our grandparents had always told us who we were. Cherokee, you know, for me, Cherokee.
And for me.
For you too?
Yep.
So,
and
that's
then
why we put that up there, and go ahead.
And then on the back, we put I don't know if they can read it, but I'm just gonna put that up there. And it says,
what African tribe are you from? What African tribe are you from? You know, if you can't answer this question, you don't know who you are. And then I refer them to watch Dane Calloway on YouTube, man, for more info. Dane Calloway, bad brother, man. He got plenty of receipts for you. Plenty of receipts on this DNA.
And then our channel name,
Free Planet Kai 999. So we not only promoting ourselves, man, we promoting the others, man, who inspired us too.
No, we're not promoting. We weren't promoting ourselves with that. We were promoting the message. And then another avenue to receive that message was Dan
Calloway.
Dan Calloway.
Dane Calloway. DANE CALLOW
AY.
Dane Calloway.
Look, this is a school. We're still learning. University. And then we also put Free Planet Kai 999 because the information that we're giving, my husband is giving, is information you need to know. And especially for someone that's new to this, that don't really know, like we are. We're still new to this. We're still awakening. We're not fully awake. We're awakening. And that's part of why we did put his channel up here. That's because we want to let everyone know that we're still awakening too. And, you know, watch our YouTube video.
We're growing together.
Yep.
That's beautiful, man.
It's hot now. I'm getting hot.
Well, the matriarch, man. The feminine energy is very important. So, fellas, We need to start raising our women, man. Queens, man, goddesses. They're goddesses. That don't mean, I'm not saying put them on a pedestal to where they're better than you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying raise them back on their throne. You're just as important.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
She a goddess. There's a young goddess inside her right now. I see.
I say
I am. We talk about, if you pay attention to the system, man, how the system is ran, man, politics. Politics doesn't agree with who we are as a people. It's political system. That's not how we function. We function with the matriarch structure. My wife, she had this thing where she like to say, I'm the head, she the neck. What that mean? The head, I'm seeing, I'm direct. Well, she's directing. She's directing the head. I can't do nothing without the neck.
And the neck can't do nothing without the head.
So I love that when she said that. That was different, I had never heard that before. But a little bit about, she called herself Judge Mayat. She's been learning about Mayat. And that's an ancient Kemet goddess, Egyptian goddess.
Yep.
She represents the balance of the cosmos, of the universe.
She represents truth, justice, peace, freedom, peace, justice, truth.
It's feather. She wore a feather like this.
I can't really see it, but it's up
Long
there.
feather. Representation of how your heart should be. Light as a feather. Ancient beings, man. Ancient beings. Way before all this Christianity and all these new religions, man. Before religion. It's important, man, that we raise the feminine back to her rightful place.
We weren't gonna be on here long today.
Did you see the cat? She kind of snuck in here. But people, man, we already know it's time to wake up. What we talking about? We talk about cosmic consciousness. And I realize, man, that's a lot for us to grasp. Some of y'all, it's a lot for us to grasp, man. So, a perfect place to start with all this is just finding out who you are. Who are you? We got to go back and question some things. Ladies and gentlemen, so-called African Americans. Why is it that we are identified as two different continents? You can ask the Caucasians who they are. They're not going to call themselves Caucasians 9 times out of 10. They're going to connect themselves to a tribe.
Like German or Irish or Italian.
Scottish. you know, Armenian. You know, they're gonna connect themselves to a tribe. Africans. Africans don't call themselves Africans, man. They connect themselves to their tribes. Nigerian, Yoruban, Kenyans, Congos, you know? The Asians, they're gonna connect themselves to their tribes. Why is it the colored people in America are calling themselves African Americans? It's because that's what we were taught in school. And let's remember, this is a system based on European values and traditions and education. My so-called black people, we've been lied to. We've been lied to. Most of y'all aren't African Americans, but yeah, we may have some African in our blood. Not because we're from Africa, though. As y'all all know, America is the melting pot, man. Everything is mixed up now, so it's a little bit of everything in all of us, for real. But the source, the line of our DNA, man, we were already here. We are those Indians. Yes, the slave trade happened. The transatlantic slave trade happened. We're not saying it didn't happen, but it wasn't on the scale that they depicted it. Remember looking in those history books and seeing, people that was my complexion and slave ships and telling us, yeah, we were brought over from Africa. And then I remember like, well, my people's never taught me that. My people's never taught me that. I never heard nothing about that until I went to school. And then I remember thinking, wondering like, man, this don't feel right.
My people never taught me that either. Man, the smoke and the time.
I was always told that I was Indian. Nowhere in my bloodline have I heard that I was an African, a Nigerian. None of that. I always heard Cherokee Indian.
Oh, look at all that right there. We're in the process of moving, so that's why it's looking crazy. Sorry. Like you can't put me on camera there.